Hello and welcome, I'm Raziel, and today I will be looking at the Loyalist Primarchs and their value for money points per pound. Right, anyway, so first things first, I want to make a quick observation. I said that the HORUS Ascended was £100, putting him at 10 points per pound. 10 points per pound. However, he is £95, and that puts him at 10.5 points per pound. Sorry about that. And let's have a bit of silliness. Did anyone stop and realise that the Lion's nickname is, well, the Lion? So he is Lionel Johnson, the Lion. The Lion. You know, you got Sanguinius, the Angel, Fulgrim, the Phoenician, Rogal Dawn, the Useless. There's Lion, the Lion. Anyway, talking about the Lion, he is the first, and he is £100. And this puts him at 4.6, and he's 460 points. This puts him at 4.6 points per pound, making him quite low for a Primarch. And this actually kind of continues with the Loyalists, as in all of them are on average, they're more expensive than the traitor ones. You know, they do have the lowest as £80, but only 3 of those out of 9 are actually £80, which is a bit of a shame. So yes, the Lion is 4.6 points per pound, making him about just above a normal Space Marine. Next is actually one of my favourite Primarchs, is the White Scars Primarch Jaikate Khan. Yeah, I quite like him. He's a nice looking model. He is 440 points at £95. This puts him at 4.63 points per pound. Slightly better than the Lion, only slightly though. Again, he's £95, and like I said, these are going to be more expensive than the traitors. He's a nice looking model, nice base. But yes, he is 4.63 points per pound, making him, you know, again, just above an average Space Marine. So next is, of course, the Space Wolves and Leman Russ. He has a tank named after him. I actually wasn't a big fan of the actual Leman Russ Primarch book, I must admit. I thought it was quite wordy and took a bit of it took time for him to get to a point. So yeah. Like I said, wasn't a big fan. I'm not a big fan of Leman Russ or the Space Wolves. I do like the new Praetor. It's pretty good. He is, however, cheaper than the last two at £90. And he is 450 points. This puts him at exactly 5 points per pound. Above a Space Marine. A point above a Space Marine. So yeah, he's actually one of the best value for money at the moment. So there you go. This is the Leman Russ. Now, for those who have been long-time viewers of this channel, the next one is not my favourite Primarch. How I even think Fulgrim's better than him. It is Rogal Dawn, the Useless. And honestly, I don't like him. I think he did very little during this HORUS Heresy. He's only got any big standing because of the Siege of Terror. It's like he's the El Bundy of the Primarchs. He's had one good thing went for him, and he's just coasting on that. If he was in here today, if he was around today, he would be selling shoes. To sort of purposely affect this, he is also 435 points, putting him as one of the lowest. He's also one of the most expensive at £95, and this puts him at 4.5 points per pound, making him so far the lowest value for money out of all the Loyalist Primarchs. And good. Any reason not to buy him is a good reason in my book. And after the disappointment that is Rogal Dawn, there is of course the Angel Boy himself, Hawk Boy, the fantastic, the beautiful Angel Sanguinius. Sanguinius, the Primarch of the Blood Angels, one of my favourite chapters and legions of the HORUS Heresy and 40k universes. And to be fair, he actually pretty fits at 485 points. At £100, he is again very expensive, but this does put him at 4.85 points per pound, which makes him actually, I think he's second best so far after the Wolf. Anyway, so yeah, he's a good model. He's actually a very nice looking model, though he doesn't have a scenic base. It's a bit of a shame, to be honest with you. Next is the first Primarch to die, Ferrus Manus of the Iron Hands. Now, I actually quite liked Ferrus Manus. I thought he was an interesting character, and I liked his bond with Fulgrim. I did find that Fulgrim killing him was pretty jarring. I thought it really kind of hit home at the betrayal of the traitors. Especially, like I said, this was a massive deal, given that Fulgrim and Ferrus Manus were big friends. And he is actually quite decent points, right? He's 465 points. And price-wise, he's one of the lowest at 80, and this puts him above the Lion at 5.8 points per pound. He is probably one of the best value ones, which is fantastic for Iron Hands players, but anyone playing any campaign after Istvan, yeah, let's not talk about that. And because obviously he doesn't like things being out of order, Wibute Guilliman, the Primarch of the Ultramarines, Papa Smurf himself, yeah, he's 465 points. Like Ferrus Manus, he's the same price as Ferrus Manus at £80. So, again, he is 5.8 points per pound. Again, very good value for a Primarch. You know, he's about 50% better points value price than a Space Marine. So, yeah. Also, just so you know, I'm going to be doing the plastic ones at the end of this as well. Because I know a lot of people say you can't really use Wibute Guilliman from 40k in Horus Heresy. I mean, yeah, the armor's wrong and you do need to do some converting. And with Lion, you don't use the shield or the watchers. But, you know, some people like to save money and conversion's a thing. So I will do those two at the end of this video. Anyway, again, Wibute Guilliman, 5.8 points per pound. And if it was planned or something, this third one is Vulcan of the Salamanders, putting the arson around in arson. And, sorry, putting the arson in arson around. Again, fantastic model, great model, 465 points at £80 as well. I mean, like, I really can't change this. This is exactly how it's done. I've just gone through the order of the book this time, from first to last. And yeah, it's 5.8 points per pound, exactly as the previous two. Again, nice model and decent value for money. You're bound about 30% better than a Space Marine. Now, finally, for the Forge World models, we have Corvus Corax. He is 440 points. And he is £90, so we go back up again. And he is 4.8 points per pound. So basically, we're averaging around about 5 points per pound for a Primarch for the Loyalist. It's not too bad, considering, you know, that they are around about the same value, if not slightly better than your average Space Marine. I mean, there's not much you can really complain about it. They are also one-off buys, but of course, for some of these, you do need a big army for using them, given the 25% rule. You know, World Primarch can only be 25% of your points value. So someone like Reliant and one of the higher points ones is going to need more models in his army than, say, Rogue Dawn. So yeah, I must admit, like I said, around about the same points value each, and it's not too bad, but there you go. Here we go with Games Workshop ones of the Lion and, of course, Wibute Guilliman in order. The Lion first. He again is, of course, 460 points, but his price from the Games Workshop site is £42.50, putting him at a whopping 10.8 points per pound, exceeding Horus Ascended by 0.3. Fantastic value if you wish to convert this model for Horus Heresy. I would honestly do this because, you know, it's about saving money more than anything else. And finally, Wibute Guilliman is only a little bit better at 10.9 points per pound. But yes, again, it will take a lot more converting, so you can always add that price onto it. But yeah, he is a fantastic value. So if you're going to go cheap for your Primarchs, especially if you're doing a little bit of Lion or the Primarch Wibute Guilliman, yeah, Games Workshop ones are better value by far. But I am seeing that there is very much a pattern here with the models and their price value. And seriously, I actually think it's not... The fact that it is quite rounded and is not too bad this time. I mean, the ones on the traitor side were absolutely all over the place. Again, Horus Ascended being 10 points per pound. And I think the lowest was right down to almost 3 points per pound. 4 points per pound. I mean, almost right to the bottom end there. So yes. And where these are very much around 5 points per pound, you've got some really down low, like, you know, Rogue Dawn, good. And you've got some really nice high ones there, like the Wibute Guilliman, Salamanders, Vulcan, and of course, Ferrus Manus. And so, yeah, I must admit, it's pretty good to see a nice bit of rounding around this. It's nice, it's fun. And what do you think? Does this help you, you know, get an idea of whether or not you're going to get a Primarch for your army? Are you going to buy one? If so, which one? Who's your Primarch and which Legion? I'm thinking, honestly, I might be getting a Primarch, but in my mind, I really want to wait till the other Demon Primarchs rules drop first. They're meant to be coming soon. That would be fantastic because I want to get the Magnus for that. And then I may get either the Lion or Sanguinius. Don't know, quite sure which one yet. Depends which one, because I might just continue doing Blood Angels for a while, as long with my Thousand Suns. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. And of course, if you want to save some money on your Warhammer, and they do for Primarchs, it's a brilliant game down below. That's 20% up to 20% off, or free delivery after £20. And they're pretty good. I quite like using them. That's why I advertise them. And of course, they support the channel. There is a Forbidden Planet as well. If you want to save money on your comics and stuff like that, they are good for that. There is my comics, my merchandise, some funny stuff, some serious stuff, all my artwork, all of the stuff done by me. And of course, Patreon. But as always, if you're going to support the channel, hit one of the links first, buy yourself something nice. You're going to support the channel either way, okay? And I'd rather you get something nice rather than just giving me money. Have a great day, and I'll see you all again very soon.